Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Jay, and I'm here in Clearwater, Florida, and it is such a beautiful day. And I'd like to share with you some information that can definitely help you build your business. And I'm talking to business owners on today. So if you are a business owner, this is definitely something that you might want to add to your business. It's not going to take you away from your business. It's only going to add more services to your business so your clientele could be a lot more pleased. And we all know when we're doing business, the more clients we have, the more money we make, and the more our mission can actually go abroad. So think about this for a second. This will be the formal part, and after this, I will get into the non-formal part where I can answer your questions and things of that nature, okay? So imagine doing what you want, whenever you want, with whomever you want, and for as long as you want. You see, you can do that here with the Vortex Platinum membership, and that's what we want to talk about. We are in the travel business, and the reason being is because everybody loves to travel. It's fun, it's sexy, it is travel. Imagine adding this to your business, okay? Now, after we get through here, if you stay with me to the end, you're going to get a gift. I'm going to guarantee that you will receive a gift, and this is the type of gift that's going to keep on giving, day after day, month after month, year after year, okay? So, have you ever wondered what it would be like to be completely financially independent, to not really have a boss, so to speak, or to generate some extra income so you can actually live your dreams? I'm not talking about the dreams that someone else puts on you. I'm talking about the dreams that you have, whether it's to take care of that youth, or is to take care of that parent, or put the kid through college. Whatever that dream is, have you ever wondered what it would be like to not necessarily wake up to the sound of an alarm clock, but wake up when you're done sleeping? Have you ever wondered how it would be to be completely debt-free? I'm saying having no debt whatsoever, not a car payment, not a bill to pay, and you're looking for reasons or places to spend your money. You see, that's what we actually going to talk about, and ways to actually generate that so you can live your dreams, okay? So, would you like for me to share a wealth building principle or mindsets or philosophies that any one of us can actually implement immediately in order to increase our lifestyles? Or would you like for me to share some of the results that people are getting from using these principles, and they're living life now today with no limits? And would you like for me to share a system that any one of us can use? Yes, each and every one of you that's listening to the sound of my voice can use, no matter where you are in life, to generate this type of success. Okay, so what you're about to discover is how to afford those bucket list vacations that you only dreamed about, and to get paid for them. You're also going to discover a tool that you can use, that you can actually give away for free. Now, Donna, this is what I'm talking about. You can give it away to people for free, allow them to go look and book and save, and every time they save, you'll earn money. Every time they use this tool, you'll earn money, okay? And you're also going to discover how to increase your income by at least $10,000 over the next 6 to 12 months, okay? Sometimes it's even sooner. Sometimes it's going to take a little longer, depending on you. Now, what I promise you today is that this time that we spend together is going to be extremely beneficial for you in a major way. What I also promise is that by the time we finish, you're going to see exactly how to use this tool as an asset to your income, to your business, to your future. And you're also going to discover, if you view this with an open mind, you will receive more value from it than you would in all of your college education, okay? That's a promise. Now, what are some of the problems that we face? The problems that we face right here is that since we live in America, the most opportune country in the world, a lot of people are skeptical. You see, let's face it, we've all been burned before many times, right? And you want to make sure this is something real. You want to make sure that, you're not getting part of some type of scam. But let me tell you, this is definitely real. And you want to make sure this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, or, something that you can trust, right? Trust me, if this was a get-rich-quick scheme, I would already be extremely wealthy by now, extremely rich by now. I mean, but it's definitely something you can generate some serious income, so you can definitely become financially independent at a later time if you choose to. This will be completely up to you how you want to grow it, or what you want to do with it. And again, all I'm offering is a tool, okay? That's all I'm offering is a tool. Now, and the tool that I'm using right now is called the Vortex Platinum membership. This is a private, exclusive travel wholesale membership club. Now, I don't know how many people that you know right now that travels, but people are booking hotels, flights, rental cars, cruises. They're taking beach homes and things of that nature, and they also are extending their lifestyle, going snorkeling and scuba diving and hang gliding and things of that nature. Now, imagine, if you will, if you had a Vortex Travel membership, that you can actually get discounts on all of those things. Okay. Now, this Vortex Travel membership is for you and your personal family. I'm going to get to your customers, but I'm going to share with you how it's going to benefit you personally first. As you see at the bottom, we've already saved our members over $54 million. We're teaching people how to travel more, how to save more money, and how to make more money at the same time. And with this Vortex Platinum membership. Now, why is it that we're in the travel industry? Of course, everybody travels. Everybody travels. I don't know if you know. Matter of fact, let me ask you a question. If you had all the time in the world and all the money in the world, where would you go? You see, you probably think about places like Jamaica, Fiji, or Bahamas, or Cancun, or Mexico, wherever. What I'm saying here is everybody travel. That makes travel the largest industry in the world. Currently, it's an $8.1 trillion industry. That means every single day, over $20 billion is being spent in the travel industry. 20 billion, yes. Yesterday, 20 billion. The day before that, 20 billion. You see, we're creating more millionaires than any other industry in the world. You're talking about freeing up their travel, freeing up their time, freeing up their mindsets, and we have more incentives than any other company as well. And matter of fact, those companies use our company as a product, use our industry as an incentive to sell more of their products. What I mean by that is, let's say that you're selling real estate, and then you're talking to your salesperson saying, if you sell enough houses, what we'll do here is we'll take you to Cancun. You see, those companies are using our product as an incentive to sell more of their products, which is phenomenal. Now, the timing is now. What I mean by that is this. This is getting ready to be a $14 trillion industry. Travel is constantly growing, which means that every single multimillionaire and billionaire have gotten a piece of the travel industry already. They've started to open up these travel companies. And the thing is, you can do the exact same thing for a fraction of the cost. And what it's going to do is going to benefit you in a major, major way. Now, who am I and why should you listen to me? First of all, my name is Jay Johnson. I'm an entrepreneur trainer. I've already coached hundreds of people to success. I've been mentored by several people that are multimillionaires, from Les Brown to Jerry Clark, Holton Buggs, Roger Salam, John Hyland, Dave Van Hoos. I'm talking about these people are giants in the industry that they serve. Les Brown is the #1 motivational speaker in the world. He's my mentor. Roger Salam, one of the #1 trainers in the world. John Hyland, Dave Van Hoos, #1 trainers. They actually work with Anthony Robbins and people like that. You know, they train people like Anthony Robbins. So in that right now, they are my mentors training me as well. So some of the things that they're teaching me, I am going to teach you. Now, I'm also an international speaker and an author. I've also taught entrepreneurship to over 5,000 people through live presentations, and also starting to do online presentations, in which you're on right now today. So let me tell you, is it okay if I tell you a little bit about my story? Okay, I'm just going to tell you just a little bit about my story. You see, I grew up I grew up very fast. I grew up in Texas, as a matter of fact. But by the time I came to Missouri, I was living with my mom, and and she had to work nights. And by the time I was like 15, 16 years old, I had to take her to work at night. So we're sitting up there, my brother, my sister, myself, and my cousin. We're sitting up there and we're playing cards, just like you know how we do. And while she's sleeping, getting ready to get up to go to work, what happened was we were playing cards, and my brother, I don't know, he just snapped. He told me to do something, and I didn't want to do it, so he put a gun on me. He put his gun in my head. Whoa, right? And here I am, 16 years old, and he's like, I think he was like 18, 19, somewhere around there. So we going at it. After he removed the gun, we going at it. We were just fighting and stuff like that or whatever. Of course, we woke up my mom, and she came in there, ran in there, charging me, talking about, what did you do to him? Can you imagine that? I'm like, I mean, he's a mama's boy. So that night, I knew for a fact that I had to get out of there. I had to leave. You see, because I knew that either one of us was going to end up either hurt badly or dead. So that night I left. I went to a friend's house that night, and the next night I was lucky enough to get an apartment. Yes, I was 16, and know that the apartment was not in my name. It was actually in a cousin's name who was moving back into to his wife, which is my other cousin. They were getting back together, and no one knew where I was for a while. No one knew where I was for a while. So when you're talking about being a youth that was misguided, that was a portion of my misguidance. Okay, that was a portion of me trying to figure out this life thing. 16 with a department and a car and a job, trying to put myself through school. It was not fun whatsoever. Okay, it was not fun. It was very, very challenging because, of course, obstacles came from every direction. But what I did though is I knew for a fact that I couldn't go back home. So for years I avoided any contact with my family. Okay, for years, and they had no clue where I was. They had no clue what I was doing, and I had no care at that point. I could have self-destructed at that time. But you know what? As I continued to work, I found a gentleman that inspired me to listen to or to read a book called Think and Grow Rich. And I had no clue. I could not understand it. Another book I started to read is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and he started to really speak to my soul, so to speak. Then through these books, I was able to kind of like transform some thoughts. Now, I don't know about you, but I grew up with the wrong programming. And that programming was go to school, make a grades, go off and get a good job. And I tried to do that. Matter of fact, I started working for Cerner Corporation. It was, I'm pretty sure you know what that company is. Multi-billion-dollar corporation. And I'm working full-time in Cerner Corporation. I have a full-time business. I had an entertainment company, and at this particular time, I was a full-time dad as well. I was a single dad, so I knew for a fact that I didn't want my daughter to go up and grow without her dad like I did. I also knew that I didn't want to send her to daycare. I didn't want to send her to grandma's house or anything like that. I wanted to be the male figure in her life. I wanted her to know her father. So I wanted to raise her personally. So that was one of my strongest desires because I had a responsibility, but I still didn't have a whole lot of direction. I met this gentleman and he had the BMWs, the Infinities, and he had some of the greatest things in life, and he was never stressed for time. Now here I am looking at him from the outside in. I got a full-time job, full-time business, and a single dad, and I'm stressed for time. I had no time to do anything because, of course, when you're a single dad, you have to go to all these different events. And a lot of times my boss tried not to let me off, and I would just take off anyway. And so what I'm saying here is that this gentleman, when I met him, he was on a 2.5-year vacation. Like he had life figured out. He's on a 2.5-year vacation. I'm like, come on, man. You can't, there's no way in the world you could be on a 2.5-year vacation. You don't have to lie to me, right? Because my mind couldn't compute the fact that he was on vacation for 2 years. But he said, you don't know what I do you? I said, no, what do you do? He said, I have an online business that continue to pay me regardless if I go to work. I said, is it legit? He said, of course it is. I said, that's what I want to do. Because I knew for a fact for me that I was working extremely hard and I was getting paid nickels compared to what he was getting paid. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I was to ask you, do you know anyone that works extremely hard and not getting paid much money, right? So as you stated earlier, that money is extremely important. So I was like, well, you know what? I don't want to chase the money, so to speak, but I do want to chase the lifestyle because I don't want to be 50, 60, 70 years old and still working like my dad is. You see, there's so many people right now that are hurting for finances because they may have great talents and abilities, but they are missing one skill, and that is to generate income or to learn how to generate income. So I wanted to learn that skill, and he started to teach me, and I'm telling you, my life has never been the same. My life has never been the same. So what I want to do here is I want to share with you one of the vehicles that has allowed me to move from Kansas City to Florida, and now living like 7 minutes away from the water, no matter which direction I go in. It's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling to know that you're right here in the midst of a lifestyle that you've always wanted. Okay. So what I've come to realize is that specialized knowledge equals freedom. Specialized knowledge equals freedom. You may be a specialist in whatever you're doing, but until you get to a point where you can monetize that information, you're not going to earn the income. You need to learn how to monetize that information. So specialized knowledge is going to equal freedom. And while I was thinking about that, I realized that there's a lot of people who went to school with different and got their doctorate degrees and all that type of stuff or whatever, and which is not bad. But my philosophy is this: every man has a right to not have a degree, but no man has a right to not have an education. So personal development is the key to your success. I mean, because there's so many people out there, from Robert Kiyosaki to Holton Buggs to all these different people that we were naming earlier that has written books, and they're putting on seminars and things of that nature that is helping people grow in every aspect of life. Now, the question is, how many of us are actually taking those type of classes or going to those seminars or reading those books or getting those videos? And a lot of times we're not, because we rather be entertained rather than educated. So I want to make sure that this presentation is more like an edutainment type of deal. I'm going to educate you and entertain you at the same time, if you don't mind, okay? Now, so what are some of the challenges? Some of the challenges is right now that we face is that some people, you have to move them out of their own way in order for them to actually see that there's a bigger picture. You know, people are so focused in on what they're doing that they don't open up their mind, so to speak, to the possibilities that this business or what your product or your service can actually do for them. You see, because they're stuck looking at the problems instead of the solutions. So what we want to do is we want to share with you some of the solutions to the problems that you face, and one of them is definitely is finances. Another one is time freedom, and a lot of it, and another one is flexibility. We want to give you that, okay, through what's called our ultimate travel solution. Because can you imagine, if you will, if you was to think about a trip, taking a trip, a group of people, if you chose to Cancun, we get prices like this. Cancun, $199 for 7 days. That's not per night. That's 7 days. How about going to Rome for $279 for 7 days? You see, again, we're in the travel industry and everybody loves to do it. So it's not like this is a work thing that you have to do. Yeah, you do have to do some work by showing the presentation, but you don't have to actually convince someone to travel. They're going to do it anyway. Why? Because it's fun, it's sexy, it's travel. And you can do this with the Vortex Platinum membership. How about going to, let's say you're going to on a Caribbean cruise or something like that, $269 for 5 nights. Can you imagine doing your events on a cruise ship? And you're going anyway, right? And then those that actually are going with you will pay for those cabins. You get paid an income for taking them, and you'll also get a cabin for free. Can you imagine 5 nights? And this is just not the Caribbean. This is anywhere those ships sail. We have over 17 cruise lines for you to choose from. Let's say you're in Cancun and you want to get a rental car. Can you imagine getting a rental car for $5 a day? $5 a day. I'm talking about for an economy car. I'm not just a small, little bitty, tiny car. I'm talking about $5 a day for an economy car or an intermediate car. You know, and some of them, the full-size cars may be a little bit more, $7, $8, $9 or something like that. But good grief, for $7, $8, or $9, can you imagine spending, let's say, $20 for the whole week? Can you imagine that? It costs more to put gas in the car. Remember, this is fun. It's sexy. It's travel. Can you imagine going to a luxury beach house and doing your events there, your mastermind sessions at a luxury beach house, and you taking 3, 4, 5, 7, or four couples with you, and they're sharing the cost of this beach house because you don't want to stay in a hotel. You stand in a beach house right there on the beach, beautiful views, and you're doing your mastermind sessions on the beach house. You see, and you're being able to write it off on your taxes. Why? Because you're in the travel, and you added travel to your business. Now you can write it off on your taxes. Now, if you take these groups, you can split the cost, and then you'll generate some income. The travel, the ultimate travel solution, the Vortex travel membership here, the Platinum membership is not designed for you to make money on it, but you can make money that way. Okay. Now, can you imagine 7 days going to the Grand Palladium in where is that? Brazil. 7 days for $149. Yes, $149 for 7 days. That's not per night. That's 7 days total. That AI stands for all inclusive. How about going to Riviera Maya for $89? Can you imagine that? $89 for 7 days at a beautiful resort, a 5-star resort too? It costs more to stay home. How many of you know someone with $89 in their pocket that would love to take a 7-day trip to some place like that? Can you imagine you're opening up their mindset, you're opening up their spirits, and you're giving them a reason to go travel and to the places or the location that you want to go to anyway, and you're living a lifestyle, doing what you love to do, and you're getting paid to do it by adding travel as a product, a service. It's fun, it's sexy, it's what? You got it, it's travel. Now, you're also going to get what's called a concierge services. Concierge is going to be able to book your travel for you, so you don't even have to if you chose not to. You may be busy with your business. That's fine. We're not asking you to become a travel agent if you choose not to. You don't have to. You can book it through our travel concierge. Remember that cruise? Allow the travel agent to do, your concierge service to do that for you. It's fun. It's sexy. It's what? You've got it. It's travel. Now, can you imagine what is the difference? You may be asking me, Jay, listen, what is the difference between Priceline and what you guys offer? Because I could just go to Priceline. Yes, you probably can. You can go to Expedia, Hotwire, Trivago. You sure can, but you're going to pay retail for that travel instead of wholesale. That's number one. And most people are bouncing from website to website, going from Expedia to Travelocity to Orbitz or Cheap Tickets, and all they're doing is searching for the best price. Did you know that all of those companies, they are owned by Expedia? All those companies that you see right there, all of them are owned by Expedia. Do you think they're going to try to outprice each other? No, that would be a price war. And to sum it up, they have to abide by a law called parity. Parity says that we cannot undercut one another, or else we're going to cut someone out of business or take someone out of business. That's why those prices are usually between $35 or $40 difference or something like that. But see, we on the right side is a exclusive travel membership club. We're so private, our prices are so low, we can't even share this with the public. That's why we have to do it in a private setting like this. So we can share with you exactly how to get these private prices, and that is so much better than Travelocity, Hotwire, or Trivago, or Cheap Tickets. You see, and we don't have to abide by the law of parity, because we are a private exclusive travel membership club, and they are retail travel. We're wholesale. Okay, that's why we can send the savings on to you. Now, can you imagine going to places like Costa Rica? This is what your website will show you. Your membership is going to show you the public price. At the very top on the right-hand side, you see the public price to San Jose in Costa Rica. What the public would pay is $960. What you would pay is $301. I mean, which would you rather pay, $960 or $301? I mean, really, if you're going there anyway. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer. We don't have to try to sell people on this opportunity, because the prices is going to share. If they're going to travel anyway, the prices are going to share with them exactly how they can actually do it for cheaper. And that's exactly what people are trying to do. Now, this was a trip that one of my customers wanted to take, and he wanted to go to Clearwater, not too far from me. And on Travelocity's website, it was $866.88. Okay, I think that was from June 8th through the 14th, just recently. Okay, but on our website, on our travel membership, is only $408.66. I mean, again, it's a no-brainer. He's saving over $400. Just crazy. Now, the bigger reason why we do this business is because people want money. There's more than just a travel. People need money, okay? And maybe you're one of them. You want to make that extra $1,000 a month, or that $100,000. We're going to share with you exactly how you can make $100,000 within the next 100 days if you chose to go to work. Yes, I said within the next 100 days, not 100 years, next 100 days if you choose to go to work, okay? You could become what's called a Surge Business Associate for $10 a month, okay? Very, very simple. Now, you're going to get what's called a life coach is going to take you by the hand. A success coach is going to take you by the hand and share with you exactly how to present this opportunity, just like the one that you're on, this presentation that you're on right now today, to 7 people who decide to get that platinum membership, and you're going to earn your first $1,000 bonus. Now, let me ask you this. Can you use an extra $1,000 bonus within the next 7 days? Okay, I'm sure you can. Every multimillionaire that I show this presentation to, they want that extra $1,000. Why? Because they know that they can do more if they had more, right? And same as for you. Your ministry can only go as far as your backyard if it's not funded. If it's only funded by you alone. Now, what if you had a business that would generate residual income that will fund your goals, your dreams, your business, as well as your programs? You see, that's what we're going to get into. Now, what you want to do is you want to build a mastermind group. Now, this is optional. You build a mastermind group of 7. Once you build a mastermind group of 7, you're going to get paid a $1,000 bonus. Every time your mastermind group grows by 7, you're going to get paid $1,000 again. This is called your team builder organization, okay? You're building a team. And in your team builder organization, every time any one of those members build a team, and it collectively amounts to 7, you're going to get another $1,000 bonus. And check this out. This is one of the things that keeps me up at night sometimes, is that 100% commission match. Every time you bring someone into this organization, then and you help them make $1,000, you make $1,000 too. If you help them make $50, you make $50 too. If you help them make $10,000, you make $10,000 too. You see, this is an automated system, which means that we are doing this presentation just about every day of the week. which means that all you have to do is point someone to the presentation. You don't have to get away from your business or stop doing with your business. You just have to refer people to let them go see this information. So if they decide to get involved, we'll help them get started, and you'll make a 100% commission match on whatever we help them make. How powerful is that? See, now you're allowing your customers, or shall I say your business partners and your colleagues and everyone that you're working with, you're showing them how to generate extra income by increasing their lifestyles at the same time, and you're getting paid for doing so. Very, very powerful. We also have a program where you can get a free car. Okay, it starts with a Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger, then it goes up to a Jaguar, Mercedes, or BMW. You could choose out of those three, and then it goes up to a Bentley. Okay, now that Bentley is either a Flying Spur or a GTC. Okay, so there's also unlimited $1,000 bonuses that you can earn all the way up until you get that Bentley, and there's also unlimited $10,000 bonuses that you can earn until you get that Bentley, or even beyond that Bentley. Okay. You have logged in from nothing. Okay. So, and we're also going to pay you an additional between $2,000 to $12,000 per month residual income. Residual income that's coming in regardless if you get out of bed or not. Okay, regardless if you do any work or not. So we're just saying thank you for building a business with us, and we're going to share with you how to get that $2,000 to $12,000 residual income every single month. Now, I know that you were talking about your health is kind of going up and down and everything like that with the fibromyalgia. I can't even pronounce it, and I apologize about that. But what I'm saying here is if you had a residual income that's going to continue to grow with or without you, you'll be able to actually take care of that health care and spend the time that you need with the family as well, and your income will continue to grow. So you can make decisions even from your bedside, or you can make decisions from the beach, you know, wherever you want, and say, well, hey, I'm going to have this person, this person take care of this program, and you can pay them accordingly. Okay, so that's what we have to offer. Now, what are some of the myths? People may be saying, well, you know what? No one is traveling. I challenge you on that. Have you been to the airport lately? You know, they will not take those planes. It costs a lot of money to get those planes off the ground. Do you think they will spend that much money if no one was traveling? Come on now. All right. Have you been to one of the resorts or hotels? People are there. Have you been on a cruise ship? People are there. You see, people are definitely traveling. Now, maybe you're not traveling as much, but why not get paid when other people travel, regardless if you are going to book that travel or not? Allow them to book with you, and you get paid in the meantime. Okay. So with that, I'm going to give you 5 quick steps to generate some extra income. You do want to generate some extra money, right? Okay, you are following me, correct? All right. Now, let me give you 5 quick steps to making smart profits with this company to fund your dreams and your goals. First of all, you got to get started. Okay, get started immediately. Second, you want to be coachable and teachable. There's a difference. You want to be coachable and teachable. Number 3, you want to do income-producing activities. Number 4, you want to work in 90-day blitzes. Work real hard for 90 days, take a break. Work real hard for 90 days, take a break. And once you build it to a point where you don't have to work anymore, and never ever give up. Okay, so let me go ahead and dive into that for a second, because there's a gentleman that I met years ago, about 2 years ago, and he was actually teaching real estate. And he's a speaker, an international speaker. He speaks all the way around the world and stuff like that as well. And he told a story about his kids that I thought was very profound. He said he would he had his kids when they was like 3 and 4 years old. He'd take them backstage and he said, well, listen, I want you to go out on the stage, pick up the microphone, look at the audience and say, this next presenter is going to blow your mind. He's my dad, and put the mic down and walk off the stage. And every time they did that, he would pay them a $100 bill. Okay, and then later he would actually have them, you know, washing his cars, waxing and all that type of stuff, buffing and cleaning and everything. And after they finished with a long day of washing and waxing the cars, he would give them $1 each. And they looking at each other like, wait a minute, $1? What am I going to do with $1, right? So you will pay us $100 when we just do something real simple like going up and introducing you, but you'll pay us a $1 bill for washing the cars all day, right? He said, listen, anyone can wash cars. If you do ordinary things, you get paid ordinary income. When you do extraordinary things, you get paid extraordinary income. So which one would you rather do? You're going to get paid ordinary, extraordinary. And of course, there's extraordinary, that's extraordinary, right? So I'm asking you to be more extraordinary in your thinking, be more extraordinary in your game planning, be more extraordinary in your income producing, okay? So you want to have extraordinary income, you have to do extraordinary things. Now, when I'm talking about getting started, this is the best time to get started. Why? Because the best time to get started was yesterday. The next best time is now. This is an $8.1 trillion industry. Remember, there's $20 billion a day being spent in the travel industry. And there's over 46 cruise ships are being built between now and 2029 than there were in all of the building of the cruise ships. 46 ships are going to be built between now and 2029. And they're going to be built in the $555 million per ship range. Okay, because more people are traveling, they're putting 2,000 and 3,000 people per ship on those ships. Okay, now when I say be coachable and teachable, eliminate the word I know from your mind. Why? Because I know is the killer of all learning. Once you say I know something, then you stop opening up your mind for the possibilities, and you want to follow a system. This is extremely important. What you're building right now in your business right now, in order for you to duplicate yourself, you have to have a proven system for people to be able to duplicate that in different cities, different states, different countries, okay? No one can outwork a system. It stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. You can only do so much on your own. You definitely want to duplicate yourself as much as you possibly can. That's how you're going to generate the success. Now, here are some of the people that actually went out and did this business in less than 100 days. They earned over $50,000 in less than 100 days. Okay, these are just some. This is just a handful. Surge 365 is the name of the company. They've already paid out $55 million in $100 or $1,000 fast start bonuses. They paid out over $90,000 in $10,000 bonuses. They paid out $278,000 in $1,000 team builder bonuses. And ladies and gentlemen, they've already paid out over $91,000 in overrides, which means that you get a bonus on your own bonus. You can get overrides on that. Then you can get overrides on the team that you build in this company as well, right? So again, you're working this portion of your business to build residual income to fund your goals and your dreams and your other business. That makes sense? Okay. I'm not saying take away from your business. I'm just saying build so you can build your business faster. Now, you want to do income producing activity, which means that you want to invite as many people as possible to an opportunity like this every single day. All you're doing is pointing people to a website, or pointing people to a presentation. You're going to use the law of averages, and you're going to use the law of high numbers, and you're going to collapse time frames because you make up in numbers what you lack in skill. You don't have to be the expert. Send people to the expert and allow the experts to do the presentation on your behalf. You're going to generate some income. This is Tashana Richardson, a good friend of mine. I met this lady about 2 years ago when she first got started. She was a single mother, 6 kids, homeless, and on welfare for 17 years, okay? For 17 years. She knew for a fact that she had to do something different, so she actually followed her coach, her mentor, into this opportunity, and she was able to earn a $50,000 bonus in 80 days. 80. And for a homeless mother with 6 kids, I mean, one of them died prematurely, but can you imagine the mindset that she was just coachable? She was very teachable. She followed her coach to a T, and she ended up making over $50,000 in 80 days. She says, when opportunity knocks at your door, we got to stop peeping through the blinds. What are we peeping out the blinds for? That is your opportunity. That's your way out. That's your way out. How many of you are looking for a way out as far as being drowning in debt, so to speak, and you're looking for a way out? How many of you have an organization that's moving slow because your finances are not where you want them to be right now? You see, money is definitely something that we need. It's a tool that we can use to actually enhance our lifestyles. And we can help you do that with Surge 365, okay? Now, the key to generating the success is doing events. And if you are a business owner, you're definitely doing events. Maybe you know of a class reunion or a family reunion, a group cruise that you want to take. Maybe you have a fraternity, corporate events, Holy Land tours, weddings, holidays, no matter what the event, make up an event. Now you have an event right now, maybe it's a prevention week event that you're going to do for a week, and you're going to take some people someplace where you're going to hold your presentation, your business presentation, but you're going to use travel as a vehicle to generate some extra income to allow you to go sometimes for free, okay? Now, we're going to work at 90-day blitzes. I will work extremely hard for 90 days so I can live the rest of my life taking 2 6-month vacations twice a year. I'm telling you, this business is fun. It's amazing. Again, it's travel. It's sexy. And do income producing activities for 90 days straight until it becomes a habit, and then you'll never have to work as hard another day in your life. You see, if you make up in your mind that I would do today what others won't so I can live tomorrow like others don't, okay? What I'm saying by that is maybe this business, this part of the business is not for you, and that's okay. Can you imagine doing this for just 90 days, building an empire, or building a platform so your empire can actually grow on? You see, you don't have to do this forever. Just do it until you're done. Okay. Now, there's a gentleman by the name of Bill Britt. He was in the industry of networking. He says, there's no secret. I simply showed the plan to 1,200 people. 900 said no. 900 out of 1,200. 900 said no, and only 300 signed up. Out of those 300, 85 did anything at all. Out of those 85, only 35 were serious, and out of those 35, 11 made me a millionaire. So are you, with Facebook, with all of the social media websites, with all of the TV, radio, and all the people that you know, can you share this plan to 1,200 people? I'm sure you can, right? Because the average person knows at least 2,000 people by the age of 25. Now, I'm not for sure how old you are, but I'm pretty sure you know more than 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people. Can you just share this opportunity to help people make money? And when you do that, you'll make money as well. Now, here's some of the people that supports this industry of networking. Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world, said, if I were given a chance to start over, I would choose network marketing. Okay, multi-billionaire. Here's another multi-billionaire. He said one of the best investments I've ever made by buying network marketing companies. It's the most successful inventor in the 20th century. Network marketing today is more widely accepted than any time in its 60-plus years history. You see, they understand power, they understand profits, they understand performance, they understand business, they understand business. So don't take my advice, take their advice. They're supporting our industry. And the fifth one is never, ever quit, okay? Because you never know how close you are to your goals and your dreams. You may be right there, very, very close to that breakthrough. Now, once you quit, it's a done deal, right? So positive thinking is good, but inevitability thinking is even better. Imagine getting started and saying, well, hey, it's inevitable that I become successful. Why? Because so many people need my products and services. It's inevitable that they're going to get it, and they're going to get it from me, and they're going to get it from my organization. But you cannot quit. You cannot give up on that dream, that goal, because God gave you that goal and that dream for a reason. This is another one of my former mentors here. His name is Holton Buggs. He got involved in the industry of networking. When I first met him, he was making over $70,000 a month. I couldn't compute that, okay? He was making over $70,000 per month, okay? He topped out of making over $1.3 million a month in MLM, okay? Multi-level marketing, residual income. Long before that, he was $250,000 in debt. His Lexus was about to be repossessed, and he was 45 days away from foreclosure on his house. He knew he had to change, and he had to change something. That something was him. So what I'm saying here is, imagine, if you will, all out of your whole walk of life, as far as whatever you've been doing all the way up to this point, okay? How many of those years have you lived in financial struggle? And how many of those years did you actually have a job that produced that financial struggle? You see, some things may have to change. You may be a part of the wrong pay plan. And if you're a part of the wrong pay plan, why not allow this pay plan to kind of make up some of those years, so to speak, and then it's going to increase your lifestyle. You see, I don't know what your lifestyle is going to look like for you, but I tell you what, it can be anything that you want it to be. And I'm an example. It could be anything that you want it to be if you allow it to be that, okay? So my question to you is this: are you going to be our next success story? Will you be our next success story? How would your life change if you had an additional $10,000 or $50,000 within the next 100 days? It's been done before. These are some of the women that surge, and we're looking for more women who would like to surge. We're looking for men who would like to surge, okay? What would your lifestyle look like to be completely debt-free? To be able to spend that time on vacation with your organization, with your group, with your masterminds, staying in that luxury beach house, or buying letting your business buy the assets and luxuries in life and all the things that you choose to buy, whether it's that dress, whether it's that house, whether it's that fancy car. Can you imagine allowing your business to buy that stuff for you instead of your earned income? You see, we're going to share with you exactly how to become financially intelligent. When you become financially intelligent, you can actually start to build what's called residual income. And once you build residual income and your residual income is exceeding your expenses, You no longer have to work. You see, we're using this as a vehicle to help people produce wealth, because we're living on principles that governs the laws for building wealth, and it cannot be refuted. So who is this not for? This is not for the busy person that's so busy being broke. This is not for the person that say, well, you know what, I can't do this. You're absolutely right. If you believe you can't, guess what? You're right, you can't. This is not for the person that is not going to get out there and roll up their sleeves and actually direct people to these presentations. Or this is not for the person that's going to be extremely selfish and become what's called a secret agent. This is not for you, okay? But what it is for those who actually are tired of being tired. This is for people who decided to actually allow this is for people who want to add another project, or shall I say another product to their current company. This is for the person that said, well, you know what, I need to figure out multiple ways of creating income, because every single millionaire out there has at least 7 streams of residual income. How many do you have? Right? So this is for that person that's looking for a coach, a mentor, a guide, or someone that's going to guide them to financial independence. This is for you. Because our coach, this is J. Lloyd Tomer, our coach has a vision between now and 2020. His goal is to create 10,000 financially free families. 10,000 financially free families. He's already created over 100 millionaires so far, over 100. And those 100 are helping him create 10,000 financially free families. Will you be one? Retail value to be coached by him is over $15,000. Okay, $15,000. Ask Anthony Robbins how much he's going to charge to coach you to financial freedom, right? Now, the Surge Vortex Platinum membership, its retail value is over $30,000. Now, I compare this with some of those like timeshares or something like that most of the elite people are buying. They're buying into timeshares. No, this is not a timeshare, and you're not going to pay over $30,000 for this platform. Okay, so stay with me. Now, and we're going to give you a 150% price match guarantee, which means we will not be undersold. If you find the prices anywhere else cheaper, what we're going to do is we're going to match that price and give you another 50% in what's called reward credits. Now, you also get the travel concierge, what I was telling you about, all right, and that retail value is over $300. You're going to get a travel blueprint to wealth. We're going to share with you exactly how to build this business part-time or full-time, but not just sometime, right? This is a business. We're going to share with you exactly how to do that. The blueprint, retail value is $150. But the lifestyle, the creating memories with the people that you love to travel with is priceless. Can you imagine building an organization or building a business where you refuse to go to be in business with anyone that you don't want to be on vacation with, right? It's priceless. Now, the Vortex Platinum Travel Membership, $30,000. Wealth Building Mentorship, $15,000. Travel Concierge, $300. Travel Blueprint, $150. Memories to choose to remember is priceless. So that total retail value is $45,000. And creating memories is what we do best. And that's what we're into, is creating memories. So you can look back one day and say, you know what, I'm glad I did. Because some people is going to look back and say, I wish I would have. Now, let me ask you this. If all this did was brought your family together and brought a unity to your family, would it be worth it? Now, if all this did was help you generate an extra $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000 this year in your existing business, would it be worth it for you? If all this did was set you completely financially free for life, I'm talking about changing generations at a time, would it be worth it? Of course it would be. But for those of you who are skeptical, actually, I'm going to share with you that the retail value is over $45,000, but you're not going to pay $45,000. Why? Because we know that most people cannot afford $45,000. Okay, that's a one-time investment of only $477. $477. That's it. One time. You do that once, and then it's $59.95 per month thereafter. You can experience a life on the other side of your money, on the other side of your struggle. Now, let me ask you this. Are you worth less than $500? I'm sure you are, right? Are your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, your vision, the vision that God gave you, is it worth $500? Of course it is. right? So I'm going to say congratulations to you and welcome aboard, because you see the value. You see that this is something that can actually benefit you in a major way. But for those of you that are still skeptical, I'm going to throw in a bonus. You can start your own travel agency if you choose to. Bonus number one, you start a travel agency. You could become a bona fide travel agent, certified as well. You can get all of the certifications and credentials if you choose to, or you can assign someone else in your organization to get those credentials and stuff like that, and you'll still generate income. So this is retail travel. So you invite people to go to your retail website, allow them to look and book, and every time they book and save money, no, every time they book on this, you're going to earn an income. You're going to earn 60%, okay? The retail value on that is $500. Or you can, the second bonus I'm going to throw in is Vortex. Now, if you own the Vortex, imagine, if you will, if you gave out this Vortex website to anyone that you knew, okay? All of your associates, all of your business partners, all of your friends, all of your family, all of your enemies, yep, give it to them too, because you're going to make money. And every time this, I'm going to show you how this works. People are going to go onto your Vortex website. They're going to look for the travel that they want to look for. They're going to compare that rate to Priceline, Cheap Tickets, Orbitz, Expedia. This website is an algorithm. It searches all of those over 2,000 websites out there. So it's going to save your people money, okay? What it does, though, is once it finds the best rates, it's going to drop the prices even lower. It's going to give them a little bit of a discount. And what do you think everyone is looking for when they're looking for travel? They're looking for a discount, right? So this technology is going to do that for them. So every time they save money, you're going to earn money. If they save $50, you're going to earn $50. How many customers can you imagine giving this website out to? How many students can you give this website out to that are over 18 that's getting ready to travel? They don't even have to be over 8, as long as they're willing to travel or book a hotel or flight or rental car, cruise. It doesn't matter. Every time they book and save money, you're going to earn money 24 hours a day. Retail value, $200. This is how it works. So when they want to go book a trip to Orlando, stand right there by Disney. If they save $40, you earn $40. You didn't even do the work. You look, they book, they save, you earn. Very simple. They want to go to Rome, Thailand, Brazil, Tahiti, Bahamas. It doesn't matter where they go. Whatever they save, you earn. And plus, we're going to back this by a 100% guarantee. Imagine, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? We're going to give you a risk-free guarantee. All you have to do is send this out to 10 customers, set up 10 customers per month, let them save. Every time they save, you're going to earn. And if you're still not happy after your 12th month, if you're still not happy, our company is going to buy your Vortex business back from you and every dime that you spent on it, okay? Minus any of the commissions, of course. And the third bonus is going to give you reward credits. You're going to earn reward credits not only on your travel through your travel membership. Every time you book on your travel membership, you're going to earn reward credits. Now, every time your customers book on the Vortex, you're going to earn the reward credits that they would have received as well. You see, this right here is powerful, okay? So you earn a reward. Now, all of your customers, let's say you have 50 or 500 or 5,000 Vortex customers out there that you blessed. All you did was you gave them something for nothing, okay? Now, what happens here is they went, they looked, they booked, they saved, you earned, and now you're going to earn their reward credits as well. That's going to be a contribution to your free travel. Can you imagine taking your group on a free trip because your customers have earned you enough reward credits to go for free? Now you're not spending your cash. Okay, so the extra added value for the retail travel agency is $500. The Vortex booking engine is $200, and the retail value for the reward credits is $400. So it took your total value up to $46,550. See, price is only an issue in the absence of value. Do you see the value in this opportunity? And you are worth the investment, are you not? Remember, we're helping you travel more, save more, and make more money. The best investment you'll ever have is investing in your future, not mine, but investing in your future. And we want to share with you exactly how to do that. So get started. The time is now. Take action. Your life will remain the same until the day you make a change, and that change could be today. Okay? Take action. Total retail value, $46,000. We're not going to do that. It's still going to be $477. That's it. $477. Okay? So remember, I was saying it's $477 plus is $59.95 a month. If you want to get rid of that $59.95 a month, what we will do is share with you exactly how you can refer 3 people to the Vortex Platinum membership And when they get started, your $59.95 a month goes away. So now you have no overhead expense month after month after month. You don't have to worry about the costs, right? So we're not in here to try to make you pay us. No, we want to pay you. We're going to dominate the travel industry with or without you, or shall I say, with or with you. Either you're going to join us and become a part of our organization, and we're going to grow together, or you're going to spend money in the travel industry, and we're still going to grow. So we're going to do this with or with you, okay? And here's your gift. Write this down. Go to powerteampage.com, and you can get your access to my Vortex for free. Here's the gift. I promise you a gift. Here it is. Go to powerteampage.com, and you'll get free access to my Vortex. This is a private, exclusive site, so you will have to set up an account, okay? All we're going to do is take your name and your email address in order to actually set up that account. Once that account is set up, it's going to look exactly like this. And then you can go and search Priceline, cheap tickets, or you could search hotels, cruises, flights, car rentals. You can search weekly stays and all of those scuba diving and all that type of stuff that you want to do on your vacation. And the Vortex is going to compare that with all the other sites, so you don't have to bounce back and forth. And then you're going to save money, okay? Now, in closing, I want you to imagine you have a penny in your hand. You've all seen a penny before, I'm sure. Okay. Now, let me backtrack. If someone invited you to this presentation, go to their website and make sure that they give you access to their Vortex, not mine, okay? If someone else besides me invited you to the website, invited you to this presentation, go to their website, okay? Now, imagine if you have a penny in your hand, and imagine that this penny represents lack. It represents the debt. It represents the bills you can't pay. It represents the finances that's keeping you stuck at the moment. That's not allowing your business to expand the way you want it to. That's not allowing you to actually pay the employees that you should be paying. That's for the services that you need right now. You see, because no one planned to fail. No one planned any type of failures or struggles or lack. No one planned that. It just happens. Life happens, right? So imagine that this penny represents all of that. And I want you to hold this penny up and listen to these words. It says, I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more. However, I begged that evening when I counted my scanty store. For life is a just employer. He gives you what you ask, but once you have set the wages, well, you must bear the task. I worked for a menial's hire, only to learn dismayed that any wage I had asked of life, life would have willingly paid. You see, sometimes we ask life for $5 an hour, $10 an hour, $12 an hour, and that's exactly what we get. You see, what I'm doing here is showing you a plan. That's all this is a plan to help build your wealth, okay? I just showed you an amazing plan, and I'm asking you, are you willing to trade that penny for this plan? And if so, I say, welcome aboard. Let's get started. And imagine the possibilities, and also imagine or realize the potential that this can give you as well. So that's going to be the end of the presentation. Let me stop it here. I'm going to stop the recording so we can chat. I say get started. Go, go, go. That means go be it, go do it so you can go have it. God bless. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.